What's going on, guys? This week we're going to be reviewing the new Workout Sharks box, an animation throwdown. So get ready and put your rally caps on, because first up we're going to be looking at the legendary pre-combo of the box, Softball Boomhauer. So this card already looks pretty balanced. You can run this on offense or defense in my opinion. Its base 16 attack is pretty average, 54 HP also. It's not insanely high, but it's also not that low either. As you guys know, I always look for anything with more than 50 HP to be the sweet zone there for defense, and this card definitely has that. It also has 9 Sturdy Wall, which is a great defensive skill, so it will help protect this card a bit more. You do also have 13 Punch there, which is really nice, so whether you're playing this card on defense or offense, you're going to be dealing out some extra damage against your opponents. And the one thing I really love about this card is its 13 heal right there with the burgers. That is a great skill to have for rumbles and challenges. So once again, whether you are on defense, supporting your card line by having this card heal up your other cards, or on offense, those burgers will come in clutch to help you keep your other cards' HP up high, which will in turn give you higher scores. Next up, let's take a look at the legendary items in the box. First up is the new Bazooka Sharks item card. This is a pretty good defensive item. It has that 54 HP, which is great. The attack at 11 is, however, not so stellar, but it's also not horrible, so you can still run it pretty successfully on offense. You do have the 8 Motivate there, which is nice for support for your other cards, and it does have 13 Leech, which will help this card kind of self-heal a bit. But anyways, it's not really about the skills on this card, it's more about the combos. As you can see here, this card does currently make 44 combos in the game. These are all combos we have already touched on in depth in a previous box review video, so if you'd like to see my analysis on those, be sure to check that out. Link will be down in the description and on screen. This next item we've already covered in a previous box review, but to recap, Millie's Trampoline is a pretty versatile card. Its 16 base attack stat when quad fused out is pretty stellar for an item. The 40 HP is a bit on the lower side, however, it is protected a bit by the 8 bodyguard that it does have, so that will be shielding it a bit from errant punches and bombs, which could help it survive a one-shot. It does also have 10 payback, which is usually a really good defensive skill as well, plus 10 cripple. So all of its skills lean it being more towards defense, while its stats are more offensive. So while you can run this on defense, just be a little cautious with that, but you still can do that. As for the combos, as you can see here, once again makes 42, all the same ones that we covered before, so once again feel free to check out that older video to see what those combos are all about. And the last legendary item in the box is Doubles Ping Pong. This is another pretty versatile one. The attack stat at 13 is pretty average, with its 46 HP once again not really being in that sweet zone of 50 or above that I look for, but still not horrible. Skill-wise, it does have that 12 recover, so you can increase its HP a bit when you make other combos down the line. It does have 8 Punch and 9 Leech as well. So honestly, as far as skills and everything for this card goes, I think I prefer this a bit more on offense than defense. While its stats do lead it to be versatile, its skills put it more towards just being an item you want to get comboed up as soon as possible, and very rarely does the AI do what you want when it's playing for you on defense. So I would say you're a bit safer on offense with this card to get your combos made. And once again, it makes pretty much the exact same combos as the other two in this box, which is pretty good, so these will all work with more or less the same characters. That's it for all of the legendary items in the box. Now let's take a quick look at the characters. First up is Klaus Heisler. Klaus is an American Dad character. He is a pretty good character to run on defense with 60 HP. His attack is atrocious at 40 though, so he is pretty much in there to be a damage sponge, to just absorb all that damage. You can increase his HP even more every time you combo by 11 because he does have that recover skill. He also has 10 gas, which is nice to chip away at your opponents. However, keep in mind that gas will not go off unless you manage to actually do some damage, and with 4 base attack, that's not very realistic unless you have something else supporting him. He does also have 4 shield all there, but the shield all does only go to American Dad cards, so unless you are running a lot of American Dad items or characters or pre-combos in your deck, you're probably not going to see a lot of use of that. One thing I do want to mention about Klaus though is he is one of those rare characters that has a built-in trait. Klaus is an animal card, so when the animal battleground effect is going on, he does take advantage of the boost he would be getting from that BGE, so keep that in mind. And as far as combos go, Klaus does currently combo with 124 different items throughout the game and across multiple traits. So just keep that in mind with him. I'm not going to be going over all 124 of those combos. Feel free to look at them yourself in-game, or you can check out the full Quad Fuse stats of what they would look like on the Cartoon Battle website. The link for that will be down in the description. And the other character in the box is Bill Dauterive, who we've covered extensively over previous box reviews. All I'm going to say about Bill is that he is a phenomenal character to have several Quad Fuse copies of. He works great for King of the Hill in Siege just because of his skills there for the shield to them. And as far as his combos go, he currently combos with 141 different items throughout the game across several battleground effects for the traits. A lot of them are fantastic ones, so he's definitely a great character to have. Once again, if you want to see the full breakdown of all of his combos, feel free to do so in-game or on the Cartoon Battle website. And now we're going to take a brief look at the epic pre-combos of the box. First one is Workout Klaus. As far as epic pre-combos go, I actually don't hate this one for once. Its maxed out stats for an 11 attack isn't anything stellar. It's 46 HP. It's alright. It's not terrible, but it's not great either. What I do love about this card though is specifically its one skill there for the heal of 10. It is a pretty good healer card there if you need to balance out your dex for attack on either rumbles or challenges to kind of give you more support for heals there. It does also have 9 leech to be a self-healer for a bit there, and it does have 7 boosts, so you can technically increase its attack if you make more combos. And the other epic pre-combo in the box is Victory Dance with Stan there. This one I don't like as much, to be honest, just because his stats are a bit worse off. 13 attack, once again, nothing too crazy or special there. 40 HP is on the lower end. The one good thing about him though is some of his skills there. He does have 10 sturdy, which is actually really good for a epic pre-combo, so that does technically boost his HP up there a bit closer to the 50 range, assuming your opponent isn't hitting you with a card that has the jab skill to just eat on through that. It does also have 7 bodyguard, which makes it a little bit tankier too to protect it from bombs and the like. You also do have the 10 recover, so you can increase that HP a bit more as well. So this is definitely, in my opinion, a more defensive pre-combo. I still wouldn't recommend running this card at the top levels of play, but I can see it working to some success at the lower levels of play, as well as at the mid-ranges as well. So my final thoughts on this box. The legendary pre-combo for Softball Boomhauer is actually a pretty well balanced one. It also is a healer, which makes it great to run even off BGE, where if you need a healer for your challenges to increase your score, not a bad way to go. As for all 3 items, I like that they're all the newer items, and I like that they have great combo synergy across pretty much all of the same characters you'd be running for any of the athletic ones, so you can have a really easy time putting together a strong, synergistic deck. As for the characters, I absolutely love Bill. I don't think you can have too many copies of him, so that's fantastic. Klaus, I have a couple quad fuses of him myself, and I'll be honest, I rarely ever use him. He is definitely a defensive boy. I would never really want to run him on offense, is the thing. That being said though, he's not a horrible card. He is great for defense, and he is an animal card, so when animal rolls around, a potential option to run there. For the epic pre-combos, they actually both have their uses. I don't strongly dislike either one like I have many in the past, so they both do have their places in decks, and I like that the Workout Klaus one is another healer there, so you technically have 2 potential healers in this box. So when I factor all of these in together, I have to give this box a little bit of an edge there, set it just over the mediocrity that I was initially thinking it was, and give it a 4 out of 5 Golden Turd rating. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please be sure to click that like button, and if you're new to the channel or haven't already, please click that subscribe button, and be sure to click that little bell icon so you get notified of new uploads. Thanks again, guys. Peace.